Everyone, welcome to Vice Courses YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about some few topics which are very important to the exam point of view. Actually, this news may be irrelevant regarding the exam, but the concepts which you are going to learn through this news is going to be important. Okay, so recently, a, a Maharashtra fisherman was killed in the firing by Pakistan Maritime Security Agency on the Indian fishing boat of Gujarat. So India raised its concerns after fisherman got killed by Pakistan. So there are six other fishermen on boat uh, who were reported to be abducted, and the boat which came under fire was from Okawa in Gujarat. Okay, this is the news. So in this news, we are going to learn about the territorial waters and all. This concept is important. So before starting the video, I'll remind you to subscribe to the channel and like the video and give your feedback in the comment section. Most importantly, share this video with your friends. Okay, let's start. So Gujarat police have confirmed the incident. A fisherman from Thane in Maharashtra who was in a fishing boat, Jalpari. Okay, he was in the fishing boat called Jalpari. He was killed after the PMSA personnel opened fire on him and other crew members on Saturday evening. So Devbhoomi Dwaraka SP Sunil Joshi told. So he told that they opened fire on him, because of which he was died. The body of the deceased fisherman Sridhar Ramesh Kamre, he was 32 years old and he was brought to Okha port on November 7th, and an FIR has been registered by the Porbandar Navy Bandar Police. So this is a self-explanatory. So it has a jurisdiction over Gujarat over any incident. Okay, this Porbandar Navy Bandar Police has a jurisdiction over the Gujarat over any incident that is taking place. So that taking place beyond the 12 nautical miles in the Arabian Sea. So Porbandar Navy Bandar Police have the jurisdiction in the Gujarat area, which is on any incident which is taking place beyond the 12 nautical miles in the Arabian Sea. You can see the Okha region of Gujarat. It is near to the Run of Kutch area. So this is Okha region. So Kamre, the person who died, and there are 6 other crew, 5 from Gujarat and 1 from Maharashtra, set from Okha on October 25. This is a very long journey. So they have started the journey on October 25 from Okha. Just now I have shown you the location of Okha. So this is Okha, this part. So what did Pakistan say about this incident? So Pakistan, in the statement it is given that Pakistan claimed that the boat had illegally transgressed into Pakistan territorial waters. It is saying that it entered into the Pakistan territorial waters. And the statement of PMSA further said that it has attempted to warn the Indian boat, but as the persons were not listening to the words or listening to the warning that is given, the boat was fired. So they said this particular thing, and Pakistan Maritime Security Agency's ships attempted to interdict the intruding boat, which even after repeated warnings did not respond or change its course, because of which they have set that thing into fire. So what is important over here is what is territorial waters that Pakistan actually told about. Okay. United Nations Convention on Law of Seas, that is UNCLOS 1982, also known as the Law of Sea. This is also known as Law of Sea. Actually divides the 5 main zones, okay, namely internal water, territorial sea, contiguous zone, exclusive economic zone, and the high seas. UNCLOS is only the international organization which actually puts a framework for state jurisdiction in the maritime space. It provides a different legal status to different maritime zones. So according to the zone, the legal status will be given to that particular state. It provides a backbone for offshore governance by coastal states and those navigating the ocean. So for they have claimed that it is crossing the territorial line. So actually baseline is nothing but baseline is the low water line along the coast as officially recognized by the coastal state. So this is the baseline. Okay, 1 minute, I'll erase everything so that it will be clear. So this is the baseline. From baseline to 12 nautical miles is the territorial sea, and from territorial sea to the other 12 nautical miles is the contiguous zone. Okay, and from the baseline to 200 nautical miles is the exclusive economic zone. Okay, this is the national airspace. This above one is international airspace. This is internal waters. This is internal to that particular state. And this other thing from 12 nautical miles is the continental shelf, and here it is the high seas. And this middle area, the mid area from 12 to 200 is the exclusive economic zone. Okay, these are some of the zones which are divided according to UN clause. So this is what the territorial waters claim, which is given by Pakistan, that is 12 nautical miles. So you can see this Pakistan area, which is very near to the Gujarat province, that is Sindh. Okay, and there is an issue regarding this. This is the Circlic line. 1 second. This is the Circlic area. Actually, this red line which is appearing, red line is claimed by India. Till that line, it is our India's border. This is what India's claim is about. Whereas the green line is claimed by the Pakistan. Okay, so here where the issue arises, actually there is no clear boundary which is marked, because of which the issue is getting arised. So again I am highlighting over here, this is red and green lines. So red is claimed by India, and green is claimed by the Pakistan. This is green and red. So PMSA ship fired warning shots in the vicinity of the Indian boat, but again the boat did not stop its engines. So we have read about this in the previous slide. Subsequently, PMSA fired directly onto the Indian boat, after which it halted. Okay, they have claimed this. According to the Pakistan statement, the other 6 people on board the boat have been taken into custody for the questioning. And PMSA faces security concerns rising from Indian maritime drug smuggling rings, as well as the transport of weapons and support to the terrorist organization. This is what they are saying. There is a concern about the transport of weapons and the terrorist organization, so because of which they have a fear. And what did India said? In a statement, Indian Coast Guard said that the case is under the investigation and there is no claim that India can give presently, because the investigation is not still over, and details can be shared only after the completion of the total investigation. This is what PMSA said. This is what ICJ said. And official sources stated that India has taken serious note of the PMSA, resorting to unprovoked firing on a Indian fishing boating. Firing on a traditional fishing boating is a clear violation of the UN clause. Okay, Convention of Law of the Sea doesn't permit the firing of the traditional fishing boat. So actually several similar incidents have taken in the past. The Gujarat coast has seen several incidents of fishermen caught by PMSA for transgressing the international maritime boundary line. There are more than 350 fishermen from Gujarat currently in Pakistan jails after having been intercepted by the agency. Okay, there are many incidents. You can see this data. This is also about 85 of them are being unarrested. How many have been arrested because of the similar issues? This is the list. So earlier in the September, the Indian Coast Guard seized Pakistani boat Allah Pawakal and apprehend 12 crew members. So even India will have several, will face the same incident. From Pakistan they will arrest. If Pakistan boat appears to our territorial areas or something like that, India will also arrest. The similar incident took place in earlier in September. A release statement has said that for further investigation on the matter, the boat was taken to Okho in Devbhumi, Dwaraka district of Gujarat. So, what steps did the Indian government do actually to tackle such issues? The Indian government has undertaken a census of fishermen in the western Gujarat, preparing a database of information on the fishermen and their boats to be used for more effective monitoring of the fishing activities. So, for the better monitoring, they are doing a census of the fishermen in the western Gujarat and in Indian territorial waters alongside Pakistan, and to prevent boats from straying into Pakistani waters. And the Indian Coast Guard has also begun installing, like there are some devices, tracking devices which are getting installed in the fishing boats which are operating in the west waters of western Gujarat. This was done in order to maintain the surveillance and to stop them from staying into Pakistani waters. So there will be a better proof if it is installed, right? It is actually developed by ISRO. The tracking device will actually have the ability to send out the alerts for fires on board, a sinking vessel, a medical emergency, and when the boat is apprehended by another country. So these are some of the things which can be installed in that boat. So it will be very helpful in such kind of incidents. This is the initiative of the Indian Coast Guard. Okay. So this is what about this topic. We have completed this topic. I hope so you have understood this particular thing called UNCLOS, how these zones are divided. I have given this picture in detail. You can observe. You can take a screenshot and just see, observe what is there in this. Okay, and that is it for today's video. Let's meet with another video in the next class. Until then, take care. Bye bye.